Good morning, 11:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and if you've been paying attention, I talked about a short position this morning. I do put my money where my mouth is, and I put in a short at 3720, 15x. It was about a $600 short. It's up 56.45% or 332 bucks in the last hour and a half maybe. But the reason why I show this is because I want everybody to join my Telegram. I put all of my trades on Telegram. And I put this trade out when it was dead even. I was only at, where's this at? I want you guys to see. I put this out and I said I put a stop. I went into a 15x trade. I didn't do a 20 because I needed it to go up maybe a little bit higher, but it never even went that route. I had my stop loss way up there, which I will switch live on air so you guys can see how to do it. And I showed exactly when I got in. So you could be in exactly how much I'm in. You could make exactly what I make, and you can trade with XRP Future Millionaire. You just have to be part of Tom's Army. Or join the Twitch at night, and then you can see, but I'm not always in a trade, but I do talk about it. So I need to X this out because there's no way I would be taking a loss on this trade right now. So now, I mean, I'm not even gonna have a stop loss, I don't think. Because for me personally, the move, excuse me. The move's not over yet. Sorry, I was smoking a joint. My estimated move down here at 34,973, or what I'm thinking is going to happen, I don't think that uptrending is going to hold personally because the double bottom is so close. But you could have a ascending bottom, but I think eventually we're going to get down here. The question is would we bounce off of like 34.8 and then come up back up here and have a retest and then back down? But I just think right now, this is a huge collapse right now that we're experiencing, and I don't think it's done yet. The volume is still picking up, and if you're in the short position, I would just stay put and follow, you know, appropriately and strategically. Now, if you wanted to put a stop loss on and you're like, well, I need to take profit somewhere. Well, I mean, we're so far out ahead of this position, you've got it by the balls. We bought it way up here, so you've got this position by the balls. I mean, I don't even know how you would put a stop loss. I guess I'm not putting a stop loss. I'm letting this move play out. So we have 57% of room. So in this case, you're not at risk of losing your money. You have time to watch this play out. So you just, if the move's not done yet, guys, all I can say is this move isn't complete. Because on a move like this for XRP, the first move on a breakdown in a back test that was failed, which we got perfectly, was a breakdown to 34, at minimum was 34.9. And then it comes up to 33.5. So your first area to sell was, this play was the 34.9. But obviously, if it still shows me that it's going to keep coming down, I'm not going to sell it right away. My goal here was to make, like I told everybody last night, I spent $350, about $400 on a metals purchase because I'm trying this Bitcoin buy. I did it through KuCoin this time because on Uphold it had a whole lot of fucking problems. And they owe me $1,000 and it all got verified and I'm just waiting for them to send it now. But it's I don't know who they use, BitPay or whatever. So I'm trying Uphold, or I mean KuCoin now because I just want to do it one time with Bitcoin and just say I bought gold and silver and it actually worked. My one experience, it did not work, and I tried to do a $1,000 purchase, so it is what it is. So my job today, like I told everybody, was try to make a $300, $400 day, but also to ride my trade as far down as I need it to go and not trick myself out. Now, you could certainly sell $323 worth of this position because it's up 55% if you want. But to me, when you trade the technical targets. And right now we still have engulfing candles on the 30. We have volume flow that is, you know, coming in very badly. And right now, I mean, it's almost to the targeted move. It's so close. So close. And the problem with, you know, getting yourself out of a position right here when you've got all this room at 35.83. That's still another, on a 15x position, that's another almost 40% that I'd be giving away right now. Almost another 40%, ladies and gentlemen. So you can absolutely sell though, absolutely. I'm never going to tell somebody who's up 50% not to sell. Okay, that's just not what I'm going to do. But my technical target for anybody who's in my Telegram, and that's why I'm doing this mostly, so a lot of you are lucky that I'm even showing this trade. But I want to be transparent, but I also want to show everybody why you need to join Tom's Army. I gave everybody the ability to join this when it was at $0 profit for me. Right when I entered it. And at no time except maybe a $15, $20 down, were we ever really down. It just immediately came down to me, to where I need this. I know the charts, ladies and gentlemen. I know what I'm doing, and I understand. Yeah, I don't need to keep a lot of money in the exchanges. So I took a 40% of my money out yesterday because I was feeling sad, and I wanted to buy, you know, I had my funeral that I had to go to for Mr. Crook, and I was sad. So while I was there, I bought $400 in metals because I'm an idiot. So I bought silver. But I had no, I used my KuCoin because I had the $1,000 in there because I've been doing good and I've been taking cash out. So I said I owed it to myself, but I said I know I can make it back. So, you know, that's why I think there's value in trading with me. There's value in being in my Telegram because I'm very transparent and I show everything. I show this as it's going on. I don't hide anything I do. So if we go into the 1 minute, there's no volume. Having a little dead cat bounce here, we really have no volume. I mean, this is exactly what it keeps doing. Every time it gets to a section, comes back up, bounces down, comes back up, bounces down. So 3 minute, I mean, I don't see anything here with the volume structure that's telling me, oh my God, buy it. Even when it came up, we've got no volume. Look at the volume. It's less than the sell volume. That's a terrible sign. This looks like it's going to come up maybe to the 3 minute, but all these trend lines are going to hammer this. There's no actual volume coming in, no spikes. And in the 4 hour, I mean, it ends in 53 seconds. This is going to be a brutal close. I mean, an absolutely brutal close. This should propel us now because of how bad of a close this is on the 4 hour. This next 4 hour candle should get us down to at least our technical target. I trade my technical targets. I haven't even looked at the charts until just now because I've been working on my garden. And while we're waiting for this candle, you know, come on. I can talk about my garden for 30 seconds. So I got a whole bunch of stuff planted, a whole bunch of stuff. And I don't know if it's gonna, if you guys are gonna be able to see it good, but like, I've got some squash. I've got, those are my tomatoes, which I'll show you after because I did something. Those are kale. I've got zucchini in front of it. We've got, those are the tomato plants, but I did something to them today. Those are the purple basil. Those are the holy basil. Chamomile. These are the green beans, but I also did something to those today. I switched the way they looked. And then these are pumpkins. And then my 2 rose bushes that I put in a second one just now, but I just moved that behind it. And then I've got, they said that was a sunflower when I first started growing it. Looks like a tomato plant to me. And then these are 2 tomato plants that those ones from yesterday that I put in the little cages, but I moved that big ass one out of there. So it gave the stuff more room, but I'm very passionate about growing myself. Let's see. Yeah, so now we're looking for a candle close. Man, that's such a bad candle. Did have a little bit of a wick pull back up, but the volumes, I mean, it doesn't look good. This doesn't look good right now at all. I don't really see any reason why this is just going to suddenly start going up. We essentially have another bearish engulfing candle, it looks like. There's no, guys, there's no pressure to the upside. There's no reason to be there. They're being very hawkish right now. So risk assets are selling off, and this is one. And I'm not just going to sell out on until it hits my targets because I don't know. I think it could fall through those targets personally. Like, imagine if it does fall through there. I mean, we're in a very desirable spot right now. Join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month, because I love trading with my community. I love showing everybody what I do, and I'm the most transparent person on YouTube. I tell you everything I do, every move I make, and you see it play out in real time. Show me one other person that can show you a trade, and then they just keep showing you it minute after minute, and then when they get out or whatever. I'm coming at you in the most crucial part of this trade, and I'm telling you, if you want to take 55, 56%, take it. But if you want to play the technical target out like I am, that's going to require a little bit of testicular fortitude. And the only way I would, man, there's not really any way I would even consider selling out of this position right now. I'm in such a desirable spot because now everybody's looking to short, but You know, I've got 50% leverage right now of room on this trade. Now, if we look at it in the shorter time frames, because everybody will be like, you know, how do we know? Well, in the 1 minute, we had these. I mean, the volume isn't greater than that sell volume, so I'm not seeing a real big way of how we're going to play all the way back up. I want to see if... I mean, it's having a hard time. This is the... this might be the first time it actually popped over the 20-day in a while. Okay, yeah, so if you wanted to take profit here, you absolutely could. Because then if you wanted to play it on a playback up. But it is getting rejected by the 3 minute. I mean, I don't know. That is a technical tiny bull flag. Like I said, you got to make your own decisions. I'm not a financial advisor. I can only put you in the right possible positions. And right now, we're looking at the technical target down here at 34.9 or 33.4, because we don't know if it's going to come down to the double bottom in the pattern. If we take this out into a farther time frame, we have a technical target that's a little bit farther down if this is playing out this kind of a pattern, but we don't know if it's going to play the uptrending or if it's going to play the symmetrical. So, XRP Future Millionaire, hit that motherfucking like button.